what ethical responsibility, if any, do you think individual artists have? Do you think the responsibility is to create a work or to execute a work, or do you think that there's a greater ethical responsibility? And I think I remember reading something in the research, a comment of yours about choice and responsibility of the individual artist, and that you keep that sense of choice and how one assumes responsibility in mind as you direct the company. But what do you think about the individual artist?
Oh, wow. About 8 answers came through my mind.
We have time for all 8.
Okay. The individual artist is responsible in so many different ways. I mean, again, returning to Martha Graham, she not only created art that would express self-empowerment, sort of responsibility to the social good, which she did always, but she did things like refusing Hitler's invitation to go to the Olympic Games in Berlin. She refused to dance a performance in Atlanta. She was at a college. They were not going to sell tickets to the black students. She said, well, then cancel the concert.
Did she get any pushback on those?
No, not on those sort of social issues, but she got pushback from a couple of Congress people when she was going to take her ballet Phaedra overseas, because they thought it was pornographic.
They thought Phaedra was pornographic.
They thought it was pornographic. Martha, one of her great innovations is that she began to choreograph the mind. So she would take the audience inside her lead character's mind rather than just acting out a story chronologically. And in her ballet Phaedra, the lie that Phaedra tells her husband is that she's been raped by her stepson. And we see the lie acted out in the mind of Phaedra. So there is abstract rape, right, in Martha's style, enacted on the stage. And Martha's costumes, she was reverential about the human body. And the men in particular in her dances wear very little. The women often are in more clothes, but they're fitted so that the torso, which is really the most descriptive part of Graham's language, is very easy to read. It's not.
So in that day,
that day,
that was quite something. That was quite revealing.